What show?
The Whitey Show, the Whitey Show.
What show?
I'm the review who loves to say son of a bitch. The same review who hates most Nintendo shit. I'm the one who calls games what they are. I even own a 360 and hate Gears of War. Guy who spends his money on games, fucking cards. Just a funny guy who became a YouTube star.
If you've been watching my Game of the Year videos, you'll notice that Valkyria Chronicles was nominated for Best Game of the Year and also Most Surprising Game of the Year. I saw Valkyria Chronicles, I was interested, but I didn't think much of it. Another average game, I thought. Really, it was far beyond that. It was an amazing game, in my opinion, from the beautiful graphics to the fun strategy/action gameplay. It's just a great game, so let's get right into it. Valkyria Chronicles. So let's start with story. In the beginning of it all, you play as Welkin Gunther. He's basically not really an army general. His father was, but you're basically dragged into war when your country goes to war with the Empire, I believe, and they're basically whooping your ass so bad that you need to come in. So it starts off fairly well. I mean, you get the little love interest right away. You get the military side of the story. But as it goes on, you get the supernatural side of the story, which is awesome in my opinion. And really, I don't want to spoil anything, but some of the scenes are just amazing in this game. And the pace of the story is well done, including great voice acting and likable characters. Whether they're good or bad, you'll remember them. So story may be the weakest part of the game, and some of the chapters aren't so memorable, but it's still a well-made story, and that's what counts.
Let's drive these Imperials back out of Gallia! Squad 7, move out!
Graphics are absolutely beautiful in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. If you do not like the graphic design, this may be a big turnoff for you. In my opinion, the anime-ish look looks excellent. The movements are great, especially when it's full anime scenes, kind of where, you know, they move and run and shoot and everything. It all looks very smooth, looks great. The explosions look awesome, the shooting guns look good, everything looks really good. And for an anime type looking game, it's a pretty serious game, so definitely graphics are amazing.
Cobalt flames of the Valkyria. Smite our foes! All forces, there stands Gallia! Claim her!
Alright, the main gameplay is this. First of all, everything is set up in a book. These books have chapters. 1, 2, 3, about 2 to 3 chapters in between each mission, I would say. Usually there's talking, either a cinema or just someone talking about, you know, the story to progress it. Then you get the actual missions. Everything is told to you as you play through the story, but the main idea is to make an army filled with men and women to fight for your group of soldiers. So you pick them, and what's great about this game is all the soldiers feel unique. They all have their own personality, they have their own sayings, but it's cool to have all these different guys you're recruiting have their own personalities and not the same old, "Ah, Dad, ugh." You know, I mean, they all say something when they use their attacks. They all have a little, you know, logo or whatever the hell you want to call it. So it's all really cool. Anyway, you recruit a bunch of guys. I believe it is some like 30 people. And then usually on the field, you can have up to 10 or 11 people. It's either 9, 10, or 11 people around there. Usually, some missions you only have 2, which is usually stealth missions where you sneak around the base and so on. But anyway, the majority of missions you get to use about 10 to 11 people. Some people ask me, then what's the point? You can't level everybody up. Now this is what's cool. When you level people up in this game, you're leveling up their class, not each people separately. So you level up all the shock troopers, which are basically the guys that use machine guns. And when you level that group up, they level up their health and everything all together. So it's not separated. So even if you don't use someone a lot, you'll still upgrade them even if they're not using them in the actual match. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the actual gameplay. The actual gameplay is strategy, but it's a mix of real-time strategy and turn-based strategy. Turn-based is that you pick where you want to go, but once you click the guy, it's not like you're moving him on blocks, you know, like Disagia. Basically, you go inside the game and say you pick not Gunther, Alicia. You'll move her like you're moving like a normal, like a third-person shooter, and then while you're moving, if a guard is looking at you or sees you, like in his view, he'll shoot at you. So this is all real time. So basically, it's not like he won't do anything while you do whatever you want. No, they'll do whatever they can to stop you from using your attack. Once you go into attack mode, it's like Final Fantasy, where you get a chance to aim at certain parts. Shooting at the head will obviously give you a bigger chance of killing him, but shooting at the body is a better chance of all the bullets hitting. If you want to take a chance so you can kill him in one turn, shoot for the head. You get the idea. This brings all different kind of strategy, and a lot of times there's mines on the ground. There's tanks hiding behind the building, so when you run across, you didn't even see that tank, boom, that character dies. So there's a lot of strategy to this game, and thinking before you do anything is the best part of this game, but sometimes you can't see what's in front of you unless you see him. You can't see him on the map. So strategy is a big time thing in this game. If you're into this, you'll love it. I personally think it's a great idea with 5 different classes and a long story mode. It is certainly a great strategy game. If you're not in a strategy game, this really isn't for you. So let's hit up the enjoyability.
Ready, fire!
Did you see that? She deflected a tank shell.
Such power.
The enjoyability is pretty high in this game as well. Like I said, it's a long story mode. When I say long, I would give it anywhere from the minimum about 18 hours to the maximum of maybe 40. I heard people put even more hours. Basically, if you want to do all the side missions, basically scrimmage matches, these are to level up your guys and so on. And usually they're missions that you already did, you're just doing them again, and there's different opponents in different areas and so on. And really, you can do all those, plus the main mission itself is at least 18 to 20 hours. At least. I'm saying, guys, this is a long game. You get your money's worth. And you feel accomplishments when you do these missions because they're tough. I mean, the first few chapters, no big deal. The last few chapters will whoop your ass. So get ready to think, my friends. Put on the thinking cap. This isn't Halo. This isn't Gears of War. This is fucking strategy, and enemies will kill you if you don't think ahead. So really, this game does a great job. There's no trophies in this game. I haven't talked about trophies because I forgot about them, but there's none in this game, which is sad because that would even increase the length for me. But that's no big deal. There are medals in this game. You do certain actions during the story, you get medals, and it's a pretty cool feature. I mean, if you like collecting stuff. So as I said, the story is long. You got plenty of side missions. You got plenty of stuff to level up, and really, altogether, this is a great package. And what a surprising game! Beautiful graphics, good story, and great gameplay. Guys, if you like strategy games, like action games, like the look of it, you're gonna love this game. So at least try the demo out. And with that, this game is one of my favorite games this year.